That is coming from a USC fan, not me. You might want to brace yourself for this, USC fans, because this is UGLY. Ugly, ugly, ugly. If this right here doesn't tell you everything you need to know about USC and Lincoln Riley's program, I don't know what will. You got USC players that don't even know what's going on. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. Speaking of Christmas, we are on a mission to hit 355,000 subscribers before that day. So if you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing. It's as simple as that. Let's get into a video. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great Wednesday. Hope all of you having a great week. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. Man, oh man, it is a rainy day in the Southeast. Unpopular opinion, or I guess I'd say unpopular take. I kind of like rainy days, but that's completely besides the point. In today's video, we got to talk about a man we ain't talked about in a long time, and that is Lincoln Riley, the fraud himself. Normally, when you hear the word fraud on this channel, you think about Ryan Day, but no, there's another fraud. He goes by the name of Lincoln Riley, and he was the OG. I've been calling Lincoln Riley a fraud on the channel for years, and I'm talking about years and years and years on the channel, dating back to the Oklahoma days. It's just, Ryan Day, our boy, he's catching up to him, and I mean, he's catching up to him fast. And there's not an easy way to say it, so I'm just going to come out and say it in the intro. Lincoln Riley is single-handedly destroying USC's football program. Granted, it wasn't too great when he got there, but when I show you what's happened in the past couple of days, I think it's going to put into a better perspective. You're going to want to see what's going on there. We're also going to talk about some other transfer portal news. Guys, there's so much going on in the college football world, I can barely keep up with it. You know the intro. Strap in, buckle up, get you a snack, get you a popcorn, get your favorite meal you like to eat when you watch a video, because trust me, I do the same thing. But all right, man, blah, blah, shut crap up, not for that, do. Let's get in. So in the recent video, Pasta FN said, Matt Be Great video starts at the 8:32 timestamp. I'm not even going to say anything. You're not getting a reaction out of me. Can somebody just ban this guy? That's where the video ended. And I've seen quite a few of you say on the recent videos, Matt, I don't care what all these other people say. I like when you read the comments. It's a good part of the video, and etc., etc. For those of you that have no idea what's going on, we haven't been reading the comments on the recent videos because every single comment is somebody saying, oh, just skip to the 3-minute mark. Matt yaps and reads comments for the first couple of minutes. And that don't really piss me off or anything. It doesn't get me too mad. It's just like, well, dang, I thought people liked when we read the comments, and it seems like there's mixed opinions. I'd say there's a bunch of people that like when we read off comments and stuff, interact with you guys, and then the other half, they just want to hear about the football stuff, and that's completely fine. It's my job to find a good middle ground, so that's what I try to do. Some videos we'll read off 5 to 6 comments. Some videos we read off 1 to 2. Some videos we don't read off any. Not a major deal, but I do want to make everybody on the channel happy. With that being said, let's move along to the football stuff. So I'm going to give y'all some transfer portal updates, and I want to give you some context. This isn't even 1/8 of them. I'm just trying to cover what I think is important transfer portal stuff and some of the interesting ones. And take a look at this. So Western Kentucky's quarterback, and this is going to ring a bell for y'all, TJ Finley, is entering the portal. Not only has he entered the portal, he's already signed with Tulane. Why did I bring this up? Because unless I'm highly mistaken, I think he started a couple games at LSU, played at Auburn, then went to, I can't remember what that school was, then transferred to Western Kentucky, and now he's at Tulane. 5 schools! 5! Oh, the other school is Texas State. My apologies. I forgot about them. Transferring to 3 schools is crazy, but 5? Come on, man. What are we doing? I hate this. It's the awful side of the transfer portal. At this point in time, TJ Finley is just the Dollar General version of DJ Oogabadoogie. But welcome to the new era of college football, I guess. You can do what you want and there's 0 repercussions. Low-key, I gotta respect the hustle because he's getting to travel all across America, experience all these different college campuses for free. Good luck to him. I love to talk about that some more, but we gotta move along to this one. Ohio State's true freshman quarterback, I believe, yeah, he was a 5-star, Nolan has entered the portal. This was the number 5 quarterback in the 24 class. Is this a big loss for Ohio State? No, their quarterback room is already way too full as it is. When Julian Sayin moved there, I knew either Sayin or Nolan was going to leave. One of those two, and I guess it's going to be Nolan. Good luck to Nolan. There's not too much to say about him because he hasn't played, so we don't know how good he is. I will say this, though. There's a lot of people hyping him up coming out of high school. This is arguably the best player, regardless of position in the portal. Eric Singleton Jr., wide receiver from Georgia Tech. It is being reported that he's going to get well over $1 million in NIL money wherever he goes. I have no idea where he's going to end up. He could go anywhere. I could see him at Texas, Auburn, Miami, Alabama, Ole Miss. I mean, you could see him anywhere. I do expect him to stay somewhere in the Southeast region. I just don't see him going out to USC or anything like that. Keep your eyes on that one. Speaking of wide receivers, Alabama's wide receiver Kobe Prentice, he's He's made it official. He's going to the Baylor Bears. Congratulations to Kobe. I really enjoyed watching him at Alabama. I hate to see him leave, but I'm wishing him the best of luck. Many more stuff we can talk about in the transfer portal, but we gotta move on to the main topic of the main encore. The main reason you clicked onto this video. What in the world is going on with Lincoln Riley and USC? Short answer, a lot. Long answer, well, that's what we're about to get into. I don't know if any of y'all have seen it or you've been keeping up with it. I assume you haven't because USC doesn't get talked about because they're pretty much irrelevant on the grand schemes of college football, at least at this point in time. But most of the roster is left. Well, I say most. No. That's the wrong way of saying it. Let me put it to you like this. A lot of their notable players have left. Most importantly, and this was the #1 wide receiver coming out of high school, Zachariah Branch has entered the portal. But your boy Matt did some digging and research, and here is a fun fact I want you to know about Lincoln Riley and USC. In Riley's first full recruiting class at USC, he got not 1, not 2, but 3 5-stars, which is great. Let me set my coffee down and we'll clap it up to him. 3 5-stars in your first full class? That's amazing. But here's the problem with that, and you probably know where I'm going with this. All 3 of those 5-stars have transferred. I'm going to ask you guys a question. What is the point of even getting a 5-star, or 3 of them at that, if they're all going to leave? There is no point. Lincoln Riley, although I do think he's a mastermind when it comes to the offensive side of the ball, he's a sleazy car salesman as well. He's a smooth talker, and he sold that car that's got a blown transmission to the grandma that doesn't know about it quite just yet. But once he got the players there, they found out, well, wait a minute. This guy's not that good of a head coach, and he's not good at developing people. Similar to the grandma who bought that car with the blown transmission, you find out quickly, yeah, I probably shouldn't have got this car. In this analogy, these players are like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have went here. But hold on, it gets even worse. A USC account, so this is USC fans talking down our own team, tweeted this out. Take a look at Lincoln Riley's top recruits in his first 2 recruiting cycles and where they are now. Program is falling apart. That is coming from a USC fan, not me. When you have your own fan base saying our program's falling apart, that should tell you everything you need to know. Because if Matt B. Great, the guy in the man cave eating cheesy puffs, is telling you USC's falling apart, you're like, whatever, what does he know? But if the USC fans are telling it to you, you're like, oh, whew, I guess it is actually falling apart. Let's take a look at the top recruits from 2021 first, shall we? 5-star Damani Jackson. We know where he's at. If you don't know, Alabama. 4-star Zion Branch, transfer. 4-star Raleek Brown, transfer. 4-star CJ Williams, transfer. And 4-star Fabian Ross, transfer. All your top recruits from 2021 transferred. You may be sitting there saying, well, okay, that may be a bad circumstance, but nah, it actually gets worse. You might want to brace yourself for this, USC fans, because this is UGLY. Ugly, ugly, ugly. 2022, Zachariah Branch, as we just talked about, transfer. 5-star Malachi Nelson, transfer. 5-star Deuce Robinson, transfer. 3 5-stars in 2022 transfer, like we talked about just a few minutes ago. Continuing along here, Lemon, he's still USC. Shelby, still at USC. Curtis, he transferred. Joyner, transferred. Page, USC, and the last 3 are still there. 5 of your top recruits from the 2022 class have transferred, and some of those guys that are still on the team still have the possibility to transfer as well. Someone in the reply said, falling apart, trying to mock him, and here's what the original poster had to say. Rusty, we went 8-5 last year and followed up with an even worse performance in 6-6. We are legitimately regressing. Even with the class we supposedly have for 2026, what's the chances it sticks? Last year at this time, we had a top 5 class, and look where we finished. Trojan Nation said, I agree, we aren't going in the right direction right now, but is the same dynamic not true for most programs in 2024? The portal takes top talent from every team. Original poster said, take a look at #1 Oregon, and you tell me if it's the same. What do y'all think about that? But here's where things get even worse. Jacoby Lane, who is currently a wide receiver for USC, quote tweeted the Zachariah Branch tweet that says he's entering the portal and said, gang, what the F? If this right here doesn't tell you everything you need to know about USC and Lincoln Riley's program, I don't know it will. You got USC players that don't even know what's going on. The funny thing about Lincoln Riley is even when he was at Oklahoma, when I was telling people he was a fraud, there was still some people saying, oh yeah, I don't know. He's still winning 10, 11 games per year. He made the playoffs. I'm not going to go that far and call him a fraud. He takes a job at USC, and it was supposedly supposed to be an easier job, more relaxing, and you see what he's doing. Not looking good for O'Reilly. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts on all this down below. But